All right, sweet Libra, let's see what's in store for you. The Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight can represent a person, a woman or man, can be male or female. Since there is no equivalent female version in the deck, it can be male or female. This is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This can be someone that is emotionally young if they are not physically young. But the Knight of Pentacles is very well versed in earthly things. Sometimes they can be a little wasteful with earthly things. So Libra, are you having a little trouble with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries? That is possibly being frivolous with money. That's what I'm feeling. Someone that you are disagreeing on some money and where it's allocated. This could be a spouse that has made a very large purchase without consulting. This can be someone who is just not very good with money. But it is feeling like a conversation has to happen with this fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, about money. And being more responsible about it is what it feels like. So what crosses you is fun times, party down. This is usually depicts a gathering with people who you feel really simpatico with, and a lot of love involved, so you can be completely yourself. It's very healing for you, but it does feel like, Libra, that you need to come out of the cave, that you've been hibernating a little bit through the winter and a little bit towards the summer. So it does feel like it's time for you to come out and play, that you've been holed up for a little bit, and your smile and your energy and your laughter is needed out in the world. So please come out and play. Don't let it be about money, that you stay in the house, because it's really not about that. It's about joining in and sharing our lives and laughter. So it looks like it's the best medicine for you as well. Page of Wands here. It's in the upper area. This can be children. Pages stand for messages. Wands are usually movement, fast decisions, things that come right up on you. I'm feeling this is a message. It's an important message concerning your current situation. It may be about money, either giving it or receiving it. This may be a work situation or a social situation, but it looks like you're going to get a message, and it's something that requires your input very quickly. It'll be very quickly. So if it's an invitation to, go to Brazil, whatever it is, it'll be very quickly. You won't have much time to think about it. And it could be a message that will clean up your current situation, your money situation, or a new job, something like that. But it's something that's coming very quickly. Fire signs are very, very quick in their thinking and their emotion and their doing. And this feels like it's a quick decision that you will have to make in July. Justice card is in the immediate past position, and justice is righting a wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean it is a legal situation that you are involved with. It can mean that a legal situation, and it is next to kind of the frivolous money sign, so it may be something involving giving or receiving money that has to do with either a lawsuit or some legal proceedings. But it can be as simple as, a friend apologizing for being a butthead, or your boss going, hey, I overlooked you on your raise. So it is righting a wrong of some kind, Libra. And what is in the current position is the Seven of Swords. And this is kind of a fear of theft. This is, battering down the hatches. This also can mean if some money came to you, be really careful on who knows about it. So don't necessarily share your monetary gains with others. But it does look like it is a fear of theft, and just heightened security is around a certain situation that's happening right now. So make sure that you lock the doors when you go to bed. Make sure that the everything is secure, so you can be a little bit more at ease about this, but it does feel like fear of theft and something to do with goods or money, that either stealing from you, not being forthcoming. And if it is something to do with the law right here, it may mean that lawyer taking more than you had expected. So that is in the current position. The Knight of Wands is here, and you have two knights here, so it kind of dictates a little bit more action in your life, standing up for what you believe in. You have a lot of wands here, so that tells me get out of the cave. Come on out of the cave. Knight of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This feels like something coming up that you will need to have your input in. This may be a child. This may be or someone younger than you that needs a little advice, that needs a little bit of boost up in the world. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily monetary, but they need your advice and a little bit of guidance. And it does feel like someone either familiar to you, whether it's someone in your family, could be a younger cousin, could be just a friend that's kind of making immature decisions that needs a little guidance is what it feels like. So that Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands can be very brave too, and they kind of jump into the fire and get themselves in a little pickles. So it may be somebody that needs a little help getting out of a pickle that they made a rash decision about. The Two of Pentacles is here. That's finding balance. Pentacles can be education, can mean money, but it does look like you're finding a little bit more balance with your finances and your material goods. And it does look like saving for a rainy day is you're being allowed to do so. There's something about some medical stuff in here coming under balance. So you may have gotten some good information on, vitamins, or how to take care of an illness that you've been challenged with, or getting some new information about how to heal. And it could be as a simple thing as just regaining or recommitting to exercise, or it could be as big as finding out some information about an illness that you've been fighting. But it does look like you're coming more in balance with your mind, body, and spirit. This is feeling like travel, and you've got a couple of travel stuff here. So you may be stepping out a little bit and going to the lake. It doesn't necessarily take a large amount of money to just pack up the car, drive about an hour, and go visit a lake. But it does feel like getting out in the world a little bit more. People have missed you. People have missed your smile. So it's time to start re-engaging with the people that have really brought you joy. You have found a little bit more balance. This affinity is starting to light up for me. So not only money is coming into balance, but things in life are coming a little more into focus for you. And it looks like you're healing some of the past angers. But so that's the Two. That's a great, great card. We've got another social card here. This is, going out and partying, hanging out, enjoying people, enjoying the simpler things in life, the simple pleasures, which are just gatherings. So, and this may be, a family reunion, a wedding, something that's exalted, a birth of a child, but there is some celebrating to happen. So please do not shy away from the celebrating. That's one of the joys in life. And it does look like you've been missing some stuff, Libra. So come on out and play a little. Here is the Three of Swords. This can dictate heartbreak. It can dictate betrayal of the heart. So there could have been an affair. There could have been just somebody not stepping up that you thought would step up. Or it can be if you're really missing somebody that has already transitioned into the light. That's coming up for a lot of other signs, kind of missing those that are here that are no longer here. So you may be grieving a little bit about mom, dad, sister, brother, somebody that was in your heart. Could be a child, could be, whoever. But it does look like you're missing someone from the heart and feeling that heart pain. But I don't want to rule out feeling heart pain from a relationship that has not worked either. So it looks like you're caught up a little bit in that. It will help to step out of that grief, to go to these parties, to be present, to really appreciate the life that we have and that we still have. You know, we are left here for a reason. We got things to do, and all those people that have gone before us are a part of us. They live inside of our heart, and we take them with us wherever we go. So the King of Wands is here. Boy, all this fire people around you, Libra. That must be very hard for an air sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a king. This is an exalted person. This is someone who may make rash decisions, but they are able to clean it up pretty quickly. And it does feel like there's someone in your immediate situation, in your environment, that has taken a big step into growth. Sorry, I need a little sip of water. But the world is on one side, the Chariot is another. So this may be someone that you are traveling with or making plans, and it looks like big plans. The World is a wonderful card. It's one of my favorite cards, one of the highest cards there is, and it's kind of the end of the journey. It's when you have really gotten it in the world and you figured out what abundance is and you figure out how to gift and receive. So you have had a big aha moment in the last couple of months, Libra, and now it's time to gift to yourself. All that out of control healing stuff, it's time to turn to you, because it does look like some physical ailments or some physical challenges were a part of your awareness for the last couple of, could even be years or months. But the world is kind of opening things up for you. You're getting a little bit more fluidity in your life. Money is starting to straighten out a little bit. And the Chariot, not only does it mean balancing of the dark and the light, but it can mean travel in style. So you're going to Vegas, you're going to Monaco, but it does look like saving for some place that you never thought you'd be able to go to. So it does look like your hopes, wishes, and dreams are opening up a little bit more. You're giving yourself permission to have abundance in your life, and you're including other people as well. But it does look like this journey will be done with someone that's close to your heart. Doesn't necessarily mean a spouse or a partner. Could be brother, sister, somebody that you have great affinity with, and you're finally doing something that you've put off for a long time, whether it was kids in the way, bills in the way, medical things in the way. It does look like your opportunities are opening more and more and more, Libra. But it also looks like you've had to take a step up and having more faith in yourself and the reason that why you were here. So you're holding yourself a little bit more gently, which is wonderful. Congratulations. Okay, Libra, the outcome looks great. Just keep going. Come out of the cave a little bit. Enjoy yourself. Let other people enjoy you. But you're truly finding the balance. Just keep going. And I'm so proud that you did not give up when the things were super, super hard a couple of months ago. Now you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a ton of orange in this reading. So you are healing yourself, and looks like surrounding yourself with people that are supportive and loving, and kind of letting go of the folks that aren't, or speaking your truth. So authority figures. All right. Have you had to wrestle with some authority figures over this justice stuff? It looks like there's a little bit more that you have to do on that, either legal bent, and it could be writing a prospectus for a new job, but it's something to do with authority figures that you're going to have to deal with a little bit more in the month of July. Biblical. Okay. Biblical. The first thing I'm feeling with this is, some of the things in the old school work and some don't. Follow your own golden rules. Make sure yourself that you are a priority. And sometimes things of the past are really out of line and out of date for things that are happening now. It doesn't mean throw the good book away. It just means put it in perspective. Some of the golden rules translate, but some of those, especially on women's issues, do not. So find your balance in the old and the new is what I'm feeling.